All right, I want to talk about sometimes people bring up this, hey, I never had any trauma. My childhood was fine. I don't have any stress in my life. Uh, so, how can I have this condition? How can I have CFS? How can I have fibromyalgia? I'm not angry. Things like that, you know? And man, I didn't think I had any issues at all. I was fine. What are you talking about? What's the problem? The thing is, you ask anybody, almost anybody, hey, have you been under stress? Okay, what about in the past? How's your childhood? Everybody says the same thing. No, fine. That's like an automatic response. Fine. Everything is fine. See, that's kind of part of the problem is that we want to be fine. Always want to be fine. We don't want to admit when it's not fine. Something is wrong. I'm feeling angry at what? Having to take care of my, I don't know, sick parent? Or having to take care of my child that I love? No, I don't have any conflict. I'm 100% love. I only love my child. I don't have any resentment towards this child. I don't have any inner conflicts. I'm not a human being. Yeah, I'm being a little bit cheeky here, but I think you get what I'm saying, right? A very important observation of Dr. Sarno's was that the emotions that we tend to suppress and repress, the emotions that our psyche finds threatening, are emotions that are socially unacceptable. Yeah? It's unacceptable to feel anger at your child, at your baby, that you're brought into this world and it is your job to take care of this baby, at your spouse, or whatever it is, uh, and one story that I remember from one of Dr. Sarno's books is how early it can happen. We can learn to suppress and repress our emotions very, very early. This mother was having a problem. She had a fussy child. Her baby was crying a lot. And babies, they have no other way to communicate. They have an issue, they cry. You don't know what the issue is, you kind of got to figure it out. I don't have kids, but, we understand this, even if we don't have kids. And so the mother got advice from somebody. Somebody offered helpful advice. Oh, anytime your baby starts crying, just sprinkle some cold water on the baby. Yeah? And it worked. It worked in the sense that the baby stopped crying. The baby learned to repress its own needs. And this became just the way the brain became wired. Suppress, suppress, repress. If you're feeling any dissatisfaction, something is, bothering you, don't let that's a problem. We don't want that in our consciousness. Okay? So see how early it can happen? But it can happen later in life as well, just if you don't get a lot of attention. There are so many ways that these things can happen, and I'm not trying to explore all of them. I'm just trying to convey the idea that, look, it's usually the socially unacceptable things, which are good oftentimes. We want to have our civilization. We don't want to be complete savages and act on all these crazy impulses. Somebody's walking too slowly in front of you, and you want to kill them so they can be out of your way. There might be a part of you that feels that way sometimes. Doesn't mean you have to act on it. It's not truly a threat. You're not actually going to do this. It's very, very rare that anyone does such a thing. You are not one of those people. I know that. But that's a threat. Yeah? So from the point of view of our psyche, it's threatening to feel that way. So don't feel that. Better feel this pain. Better feel this fatigue. Better get dizzy. Better pick your one of or many of the 1,001 symptoms that you have available. Better that than to feel that threatening emotion, than to be bad. That's kind of what we're avoiding. We're avoiding being bad. Somebody asked for a favor. I don't want to do it. I really don't freaking want to do it. But I can't say no. I'm a good person. And that's what good people do, Good people do things even when they don't want to. Always. And they just say yes, 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 yes. And if you feel anything contrary to that, if you're angry about having to do this, okay, that's bad. That makes you a bad person. Okay? So, if this is like you're in the early stages of coming in contact with these ideas and you're experiencing objections in your mind like, oh, but my childhood was fine. I don't have a lot of stress. I don't feel anything. I'm not upset about anything. There's nothing bugging me. Slow down. Take your time. Re-examine. Ask yourself these questions periodically. I think everyone will discover that there's something there. There's something there. And once you start exploring, you might uncover there's a lot there. Like a lot. And what's amazing is, and I've experienced it in my own journey, for many, many years, you don't know it's there. But it's there. Some people experience it when they write. When they do their expressive writing exercises, and they start writing just whatever comes to mind, and they know they're trying to dig, they're doing an archaeological dig into their psyche and see what's down there. And boy, once they start, it's like, holy, all of this was sitting there? All of this stuff? And it's okay to feel all those things. This is just human. That's normal. There are parts of our brain, parts of our psyche that feel this way. But we're adults and we can be constructive with how we deal with these impulses. Sometimes they're just a sign that, hey, maybe it's time to say no. Sometimes we can't say no. We have to do this thing that we really hate to do. But we accept that there's a part of us that really doesn't freaking want to do it, that is angry about having to do it, and then we do it anyway. Rather than we pretend like we want to do it, we love doing this, we're not angry about anything, and everything is fine. And then we get all these symptoms. So yeah, I hope this helps you. I hope it helps you. If you're one of those people who thinks everything is fine, everything has always been fine, this is not about me. Maybe it is.